Now, most of y'all will have watched the documentary The Reckoning by 50 Cent. And at this point, everyone, at least most of the world, because it's like number one in the US, UK, and like various other countries, I believe. So most of y'all that have watched it would already know by now, if you didn't know before, that you should not mess with 50 Cent. Right? Right. I know it, you know it, and pretty much the entire world knows it. However, one person in particular thought it was a good idea to send some shots towards 50 Cent when the entire world already knows, especially after the Day documentary, do not test 50 Cent. And his name is Marlon Wayans. If you don't know his name, do you remember the movie White Chicks? Yes, him, that guy. Well, there were two of them, but one of them is essentially Marlon Wayans. That was playing White Chicks. He is the one that's having a go at 50 Cent, saying he should not be kicking 50 Cent. No, sorry, not 50 Cent. He should not be kicking Diddy while he is already on the ground. He's out here defending pretty much a predator. Like, if you watch a documentary, you know how much of a disgusting human being Diddy is. This is what he had to say.
Very close to the situation.
But you can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I
we
could be
see it all the time on reality shows. Like,
reality shows.
Yeah,
That's how
you're
they
creating
you
a
write a
narrative. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews. I can do this. I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well, people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is going
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
Right. Do you see what I mean? Like, how's he talking about karma? Like, if anything, the person that deserves the most karma between Diddy and 50 Cent is Diddy. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, you can shift and change the narrative. Like, there were various people on that documentary that very, very close to the whole situation that were victims of the situation, you know, of Diddy. The co-founder who started the record label with Diddy after he got fired by his mentor, he was from the very beginning. He got screwed over. Various artists were on there. They got screwed over. Tupac's cousin was on there. He essentially told the story of what transpired. The guy that recorded and produced the last album for Diddy and the Love album, who didn't get paid for it, he was on there too, telling his son how he got, you know, sexually harassed and all those kind of stuff as well. Like, there are various people directly from the direct source, all telling their story, and they were all consistent and related in the sense of they got all done over by Diddy. It was all consistent with Diddy being a bad person, taking advantage of people, you know, trying to use his power, influence, and manipulate with his power and money, you know, gatekeeping, using his authority, using their dreams against them, to leverage against them, all these stuff. And you're trying to say, oh, I just noticed that people are just making them. Those are people directly in there, part of the whole thing that was going on, while Diddy was wreaking havoc everywhere and anywhere. So you can't really be saying that. That makes really no sense. And clear to me, he's defending Diddy. Obviously, once 50 saw that, you know how 50 is. 50 does not. Hey, 50 does not hold back. You know 50 at this point already. Now, that's one of the things 50 had to say, obviously. So he posted a picture of Marlon Wayans where he was creating and, you know, acting in the movie White Chicks, saying, "Keep my name out of your mouth, boy." Now, of course, as you can see, Marlon didn't hold back either. You know, photoshopping and putting 50 Cent's face on, you know, the movie 12 Years a Slave, saying, "Now let's think about this fifth." Essentially, back and forth between them, which kept on going. Now, here's another one that's very, very interesting. So you can see a picture of Diddy and 50 Cent in a hot tub, and Marlon Wayans saying, "Just for the record, bro, let's correct the narratives, Curtis. Robert Dub, stop." Clearly, this guy is defending Diddy and he's claiming that 50 was in a hot tub with Diddy. When I initially saw it, I was like, bro, that is crazy. But guess what, guys? It turned out this shit was AI. This is how bad AI is. If people hadn't told me that this was AI, I would have thought this was real. So, like, there's a reason why I'm emphasizing he is clearly defending Diddy, because later on I'll show you guys a video of where essentially he backtracks and say, oh no, blah, blah. But you'll see in a minute. Let's just keep going. This is what 50 had to respond with, saying, capturing, Diddy got this fool trying to get at me, lol. No AI, that's your vibe, boy. Keep my name out your mouth. That 50 Cent is hilarious, man. So obviously you can see a picture of Marlon. Well, hey, you can already guess and know like what's going on. And this is a real picture. A real, not AI, not, copy paste whatsoever. Now, of course, even though obviously I was enjoying myself and, enjoying the back and forth between Marlon and 50 Cent, obviously 50 Cent, absolutely ripping her apart, I was asking myself, like, in what universe do you think it's okay or normal to defend Diddy after seeing the documentary and seeing who were part of it as well, and to tell their own stories and essentially, being, emotional about it. When Capricorn was telling her story, where that rapper, I forgot, was it Myron or something, that was telling his story, how Diddy essentially, ruined his career, so to speak. And I was asking myself, like, what in your right mind will make you want to defend Diddy? Like, there must be a good reason why Marlon Wayans will have to defend Diddy and go against 50 Cent. That has to be, right? And yes, I found the reason why. Well, more like the internet found the reason why. And here you have it. This is the reason why Marlon Wayans is defending Diddy. Back in September 2009, he posted, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years. And I must say, you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. Well, there you have it. The main reason why he is defending Diddy is because Diddy is his daddy. That's the only reason why. Hey, and obviously, there was probably more than just, happening as well. Not only was he involved in those parties for 15 years. 15 years. That was back in 2009. Like, God knows how long he was actually involved in that post, the 2009. Could have been, I don't know, a whole 20, 25 years whatsoever that's actually been involved. That the Diddy parties. Meaning, not only was he, performing and, doing the unspoken in there, maybe Diddy, tap in there here and there too, which is why, he obviously has to defend his daddy, which I understand, right? I mean, if your girl is getting clowned by your friends, by your boys, by the internet, of course you come to a girl's defense and defend her, right? You're her man. And just how Diddy is Marlon's man, hey, he gotta, back Diddy, right? It's only normal. After all that's being said, after the internet was roasting and going in on Marlon, apart from obviously 50 Cent, clowning him and ripping him apart as he always does with anyone that decides to go after 50, he now did another video where he's backtracking. He's now basically saying that he is not defending Diddy. No. He's just saying blah, blah. I'm going to show you guys the video in a minute.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here.
Nah, boy. You're capping, bro. You capping, bro. You're already wearing the cap already on your head. That's already proof enough that you're already capping. But fair enough, the interviewer is asking you a question about the situation that's going between, Puff and 50 Cent. Cool. You give your opinion. Cool. I hear that. But nobody asks you to start clowning 50, start creating AI pictures between Diddy and 50 Cent and going back and forth with him, clowning him further and further and further. That only proves and goes against your point of view, so-called only giving an opinion. You were clearly defending Diddy. Even at the end of your first clip, you were saying, oh, he shouldn't be kicking man, that's already down. What do you mean he's down? He's rightfully down because he was out here taking advantage and beating up people, like doing the craziest stuff and shit to his own employees, to be close to him, to his girlfriends, to his wives. Like, bro was a menace out here. And you're trying to say, oh, 50 Cent's kicking a man that's already down. He deserves to be down. If anything, he got a 50 to keep kicking him down. If I was 50, I would keep kicking that guy down.
You're defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you once again. Somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, your freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
See, I told you guys that this guy was going to backtrack. This guy's absolutely full of cap, man. Full of shit, man. Guys capping to the fullest, man. Like, how you gonna say, oh, don't fall for the narrative? Like, people, I'm not defending Diddy. Like, bro, what do you mean? We caught you red-handed defending Diddy. You were out here defending Diddy. Plus, there was a post of you talking about ain't no part like a Diddy party back in 09. Just because the entire internet is now cooking your ass and all this stuff's now coming out about you joining, being part of these Diddy parties and probably being on the other team with the LGBTYZ team. Hey, now don't come and trying to act like, oh, you were just, messing around talking, oh, back to trolling the troll. Nah, bro, we ain't having that, bro. That's absolutely bullshit from you. I personally can't let him get away with that nonsense, man. When you're like talking to someone and you're winning the argument, and the moment that you start winning the argument and they realize you're winning the argument, what did they do? Say, oh, bro, I was just messing around, man. Nah, it ain't like that, bro. Nah, bro. I hope 50 Cent doesn't fall for that shit, man. I hope 50 Cent keeps pressing his neck, man. Keeps trolling that guy, man. That's all I had to say, man. Let me know you guys know what you guys think between the beef between Marlon and 50 Cent. Is 50 Cent going too far, or is he doing a great job, or is he not doing enough? In my opinion, he's not doing enough. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, have a blessed week, guys. Peace out.